Police officers. What's the most corrupt thing you've seen happen from your fellow officers? This happened before I even got hired. I was on a ride-along with an officer, just getting a feel for the job. We got a call to the house of a neighboring department's sergeant. Apparently, the sergeant's son had beaten the absolute hell out of his mom. When we arrived, the wife was sitting on the couch, bruised and shaking. The son was upstairs, and the sergeant, who had been asleep, had to be woken up to come downstairs and deal with us. He wasn't concerned about his wife at all. He looked annoyed, as if being woken up was the real problem here. I stood there, shocked. This wasn't a minor domestic issue. This kid had done serious damage. The officer I was riding with explained to me that this wasn't the first time it had happened. They'd been to this house before, but because the dad was a sergeant, it usually got swept under the rug as a professional courtesy. But this time was different. The beating was so bad that even the officer admitted there was no way around it. Charges would have to be filed. As he said that, he sighed and added, "It's too bad, really. The kid wanted to be a cop so badly." That one sentence hit me hard. Here was a violent guy who had been getting away with beating his mom because of who his dad was. And the biggest concern wasn't about the victim. It was about how this might ruin the kid's dream of becoming a cop. It was my first real exposure to how corrupt things could be. And it made me realize that sometimes what's considered justice depends entirely on who you know.